Hey y'all, what's up? You are tuned in to another episode of Rumorvilletv. Now, if this is your first time joining us, or you are a resident here in Rumorville, that means you're subscribed. Are you subscribed? You can do that now. Either way, smash the hell out that like button. Let's get into some shit. So I was able to watch Latocha Scott's live, where she addressed Xscape and Rocky and his alleged affairs and all the shit going on, right? Now, here's the thing. I saw her crying and snotting and cutting up, acting the fool. And I do empathize with her. I do. You don't get to hurt someone and then tell them how they should be offended. That's not how it works. And so I do have empathy for her, because Black Twitter is ruthless. Nobody deserves to be raked over those coals, okay? So I get it. I believe those tears were definitely real as far as how she felt about the world being in her business. For sure, that's what those tears were about. Her apology to Candy, I've heard better. That it really, the apology, it was empty apologies to everybody. Like, she called out Tiny's daughter, Eris, as if Tiny only has one child. Like, what are you talking about? Like, Eris is your baby. Okay, so what? What does that have to do with you being a sorry person or a sorry friend, a sorry sister, a sorry group member to these women? What does that have to do with that? If you didn't feel like you did anything wrong, why are you apologizing to them? Apologizing for what? You didn't even explain what you're apologizing for. If I made you feel sad, Candy, I'm sorry, because I know what that feels like. Do you? Do you know what it feels like? Like, what? Child, like I said, I fully believe in apologies. I do. Like, you definitely should apologize when you've wronged someone, whether you feel like you owe them that or not. But empty apologies I could do without. I don't need your I'm sorries. I don't need your apologies. The best apology is a changed behavior. And although, I don't know if Tasha was a part of this $30,000 scheme scandal shit. We don't know the truth. You know what I'm saying? We may never hear her say it. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. She specifically said that she didn't find out about this $30,000 until she watched it on TV, like the rest of us. Do you see how stupid that sounds? Do you have a stunt double, Latocha? Because who was there during filming? What are you talking about? See, this is the shit I'm talking about. If you really listen to the shit that she says, you can really see that it's all bullshit. What are you talking about? And then, it's not, I know that these shows are edited, heavily edited. I get that. But it's no way that Tamika says, you stole my $30,000 and you don't. What? Your face did not change. That's not editing. Nobody can edit your face like into a shot. What are you talking about right now? No, ma'am. You didn't seem shocked. You didn't seem. What are you $30,000? Because I'm gonna tell you, if somebody come to me, Tiffany, you stole $30,000. $30,000. That's my first. What? $30,000 and then stole. What the fuck is you talking about? You didn't seem surprised, or it just seemed like she said, hey, Latocha, how you? It seemed like she said, hey, Latocha, how you doing? Your face didn't change. Neither did Big Glows, a.k.a. the fifth member of Xscape. She didn't seem shocked or surprised either. Matter of fact, she just cut the cameras. So, yeah, that's why people looking at y'all like, what the fuck? Because it's given you knew about this whole situation and you decided that instead of when your sister finally decided that she wanted to approach you about the situation, you decided you wanted to ghost her. That's what it gives. And then this whole issue with the record deal, it's given that you knew that you fucked your sister over with the record deal, and now you don't want to talk to her because you know you're wrong. And now you out here crying and snotting all over Beyonce's good internet, acting a fool. I know I know Beyonce sitting back somewhere like, see, this is why I don't tell y'all my business. This is why y'all don't know nothing about my business. Because you tell one person, one thing, and the whole fucking world run with it. This is why. Anyway, back to Latocha. Then she goes, you know, she apologizes to all the group members. Shout out to Brat for getting her to this point, because Brat was giving her the business, okay? The only one on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show that asked the right questions, approached the situation in the right way. Everybody else was giving the wrong details in their questioning, acting like they didn't know what the hell was going on. Like, y'all gotta work better under pressure. And then Tasha up there talking about, you know, I had to apologize to my grandmama for acting up on TV. Girl, did you apologize to your grandmama for stealing your sister's money? You didn't? Okay, girl, get the fuck. And according to your daddy said that he ain't got your new number either. So you talking about you reaching out to all these people. Do they know that you're reaching out? Because I don't answer numbers I don't know. Most people don't. So do they know that it's you? Because, what? You sound crazy. And if I was Tamika, if you are reaching out to Tamika and Tamika's not answering, girl, keep not answering. Don't answer for her. Do not answer that fucking phone, girl. Because that's some bullshit. That is some bullshit. Because instead of her saying, we're going to get to the bottom of this, because my sister's saying that I stole $30,000 from her, we need to find this $30,000 check, because I don't know what she's talking about. So let's get to the bottom of it. Somebody got my sister money, and I want to know who. I want to know who. She ain't giving that. She giving, oh, it wasn't me. I don't know nothing about it. I don't know nothing about no $30,000 check. I found out on TV like the rest of y'all. Tasha got a stunt double out here, y'all. She has a stunt double, y'all. Because she won't even dare when it was being filmed, honey. I just can't, okay? I can't with Tasha. Like I said before, the Scooby-Doo show, when they take the mask off and they find out who's really behind all the shenanigans, Tasha. What can Empire say? Me. It's me. Girl, it's you, okay? Now, I'm sorry you're a little tender right now because Black Twitter done raked you over the coals, but it's you. Now, let's get on this her and Rocky business. Now, she talking about some people don't want, you know, don't tell people that they're in an open marriage. Baby, how would we have known that you're in an open marriage? Have you ever discussed this before? No. So don't come trying. Y'all know I'm in an open marriage. Don't do that. That's the first thing. And the second thing, this is not the 90s. When you get a record deal and you go on your press tours and nobody gets in your business. Baby, this is 2023, okay? We is in everybody's business. And this is not the 90s. When you get a record deal and you thought some things are going to be private, no, honey. No, ma'am. And you should have got ahead of this whole open marriage thing anyway, because back in November, Unique, aka Tia Wanda, accused your husband of sleeping with her for 5 years. So you should have gotten ahead of this way before now. Back when she put that out there, instead of saying nothing, you should have led with, listen, we have an open marriage, and, you know, that's just that. Now, unfortunately, my husband chose a woman who didn't understand, you know, privacy laws, and, you know, started running her mouth the minute she could. But that's on her, and that's between her and God. I had my conversation with God in my new album that's coming out, Conversations with God. Shameless plug. See what I'm saying? It's a way to spin it, but the way that you're doing it makes you look crazy. And that's partly because your husband is your manager. And so his indiscretions, I don't care how open your marriage is, that's not a conversation that you willingly come to your wife about. The woman I've been messing with, you know, for the past 5 years, you know, she coming out on Tasha K saying, you know, I did. It's federal. I think he meant it's legal. And if that were the case, if this was a legal situation, child, it don't take that long to press charges against somebody for allegedly stalking you or allegedly harassing you. Rocky, One, if you're going to have an open marriage, there is a such thing as an NDA. And that's what you should probably have your many women allegedly under. They should be signing NDAs. For Tasha up here talking, he's so smart. I can't tell. I cannot tell. He out here talking about Tasha K recorded him illegally. No, sir, she did not. Georgia, now, was it scandalous? Absolutely. But illegal? No. Georgia is a one-party consent state. So as long as one person on that phone call knows that it's being recorded, it's legal. She knew she was recording your ass, so she didn't do nothing wrong. Now, your friends told you shouldn't have called Tasha K. Baby, sometimes hindsight is 20/20. You should have listened. Tasha K gonna record every call. And for somebody talking about you been a fan for years, baby, I've been watching Tasha K since she was sitting back in her spare bedroom with the fucked up blinds. I've been watching Tasha K since then. And even I know not to call Tasha K unless I'm ready for war. And I know she gonna be recording shit. You thought she wasn't? Are you crazy? Are you crazy? It's the Aquarius in him. He's an Aquarius man. Child, Aquarius men, they're a little bit on the psycho side. We're very prideful, very private, but also very prideful. And so sometimes we do give off like we're the smartest motherfuckers in the room. And that's what Rocky gives. And he's not the smartest person in the room. Because the smartest person in the room, under no circumstance, would have called Tasha K, basically talking for a whole hour, saying nothing. Because Tasha barely spoke on that phone call. That was mostly Rocky incriminating himself. It's federal. It's federal. Now, Tasha, Latocha Scott, if you have open marriage and it's fine, okay, cool. But I ain't heard no men coming out talking about how they pounding you down. I ain't heard that, Miss Open Marriage. Maybe they mean you not sleeping around and he just is. I don't know. And honestly, I don't care. It's none of my business. But the problem here is you have allowed this situation to spiral out of control because instead of addressing things head on, you sitting back letting him be your brain and mouthpiece, clearly. Girl. I know that he couldn't have been in the room when you started talking because the things that you were saying, girl, they just didn't make any damn sense. None. And you talking about you got evidence against your sister. Well, put it out, because we the public, we need to know what you're talking about. What evidence do you have? You got text messages, a letter, a voice recording of Tamika saying, I owe you $30,000, sis, so take my checks. I'm confused. What receipts do you have? Okay, all y'all lived in Georgia at one time. All right, cool. At your mama's house. All right, cool. And what does that have to do? You keep bringing up these irrelevant details and then you want to get mad at the public for scrutinizing the details. You're bringing this information to us. How are you upset? And now you're rewriting history, pretending you got a stunt double. Talking about you found out about the $30,000 on TV like the rest of us. No, you didn't. You might have found out during filming. Maybe that's what you meant. But the way that you said it, that's not what you meant. Latasha, after your conversation with God, go lay on your face. Pray. Okay? Because the questions that you should be asking right now, what you need to be putting your energy in is finding out how your husband's signature got on the back of this goddamn check. And if you feel like that's not your husband's signature, then why is Sound Exchange saying that it was deposited in his bank account? Because you acting like you slow. That's what you acting like. Now, we know Tamika got some issues. Because ain't no way you give your sister your sex tape. But even if she did, damn. That's your sister. Her X tape is missing. And only you and your husband got access to the safe. That means your husband got your sister's X tape, and that's not a red flag to you. That's not a problem to you. Why are we playing word salad about this? Why are we playing semantics about this? Stop trying to run from being held accountable. That's what it is. You cannot run from being held accountable. A proper apology is, I'm sorry for. period. I'm sorry that period. I'm sorry I've been a terrible group member. And I get it. We're all human. But damn, 20 years later, Tasha, girl, send her a band leave member notice or whatever they sent Candy back in the day, and move on with your life. And Candy, we sorry, because we've been bullying you all this time, and we had this narrative about you that you was just this bully and this mean person, and that wasn't it at all. It's weird. Tasha, girl. Tamika, Latocha Scott, girl, go fucking lay. Tamika, keep not answering the damn phone until your sister's ready to come clean about this money. And I don't care what nobody say. No, we don't know 100% sure what happened, but what I can tell you happened is this. Your sister is saying that she's missing $30,000, over $30,000, and it looks as if it has something to do with you and your husband. And there's evidence that it has something to do with you and your husband. And instead of you trying to help your sister, because family is everything to you. Family means everything to you, right? So your sister's money should be of the utmost importance. But it's not. You just like, oh, I don't know nothing about that. Moving on. No, we're not moving the fuck on. And Tamika, don't answer that fucking phone. For her or your mama. Big Glow got some shit to answer to, too. Don't answer the phone for neither one of them. No. Sure don't. I can't wait till this next episode of Speak On It with Candy. I'm almost more ready for the Speak On It than the damn episode on the show. Because on the show, it looked like, the sneak peek looked like y'all had hugged it out and worked it out, but clearly you didn't. I don't know what to say about this. This is a whole fucking mess. I'm sending everybody in the situation healing, peace, love, vibes, and that's all I got. If you like my commentary, smash the hell out that like button. Drop down in the comments. We can tussle with words, of course. And don't forget to subscribe so that every time I upload, you can be notified and you can meet me right back here. And before you know it, baby, we're going to be the best of friends. Until next time.